Hey guys, it's Danielle here with another plugin showcase. Now, today we're gonna do a plugin called Scyther. And before, oh, there's a creeper behind me. Before we get onto it, you do need to know that Vault is required to run this plugin. Yes, required. So if you don't have Vault and it doesn't work, well, that's why. And also, it supports a skyblock and Fox, as well as all the factions plugin. Yes, all of them. And yeah, that's just important stuff that you need to know before we begin. And now, so this plugin allows us to auto-collect/auto-sell farm stuff. So it's like a harvester thing. With this plugin, there's so many things that we can customize. Literally, we can customize what a crop is worth for the auto-sell, and the max min drops for everything, and so many other things. We'll show you when we get to the config. This is obviously a normal hoe, won't work. Now, the command is /hoe give me. What doesn't work? Okay, me 1. Doesn't work. Technical difficulties. And we are back. So turns out that we need essentials. I don't have essentials because this is my test server. But if you don't have essentials, which is very unlikely because most servers have essentials, then it won't work for you. So yeah, Vault and essentials are required. I will leave the link to the latest essentials and Vault files along with the Scyther Harvester Hoe link all down there, so you can download everything that you need and it'll all be good. So the first command is /give me 1, and yeah, I gave 1 to me, so I received. Okay, so I don't know if it's first click, like left click, or right click, and we'll see. And what's my balance? It's $50! Wow! As you see here, it auto sells 2 and leaves the first one down there so it can regrow. And that way, I'm getting money from all these sugar canes. And I'm gonna be rich. I'm gonna be able to buy absolutely nothing because this is just a test server. So then if I go back to my balance again, I am a lot richer than I was before. And also because it doesn't break, it can regrow and you can continue reselling. Now, the next thing that we can do, there are 4 different other crops that this works with. So other than sugarcane, it works with wheat, carrots, potatoes, and netherworts. And let's check it out. So there you go. You got the wheat that it was supposed to drop, and it replaces it. So there you go. It's replanting. And now for the next one, it's replanting. And you see the numbers keep changing because it takes how many dropped. So it's not like the same one each time. Now in other words, oh, it's not ripe. Okay then, game, okay. So it only works on ripe stuff. And I wanted to show you the netherwort, but it's probably gonna take ages to grow. Now we're gonna move to the config so you can see what we can do there. Whoosh. Okay, so over here is the config and fancy big letter blocks and stuff. Now, these are important to remember because these you will need to configure it. If you do this wrong, it will be very hard to configure it the way you want. So don't get it wrong. Now, there's obviously the carrots, the sugar canes, the potatoes, the wheat, the netherworts, all the 5 items that can be sold with that hoe, the special hoe. And there's the worth, obviously, the drops, and this is randomly, because as you saw that the numbers that dropped weren't always the same, because it just randomly takes the number and puts it out there. That's how much you're gonna sell it for. It's pretty much the same for all of them. Now there's the action bar, which is when we go up here when we go up here, and if I do this, it has a message over where my hearts will be. And yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. Now back to here. So my game froze while I was switching. There's the chat message, which is obvious that instead, or both, you can do both. You can get a message in the chat that of all of these stuff. But obviously disable, because action bar is a lot better, and you can't argue with that. Now here's the configuration for the tool itself, and it's the glow is the enchantment material. Yeah, you know. Now these are just a bunch of other messages that you can configure, because what this plugin allows you is to literally configure so much. So it's just that easy. You can configure every single aspect on here. Right click, auto collect. That's what it actually does. I thought it did nothing, and then I just right clicked so that it does something. So if I use it now, I'll just get it in my inventory instead. But then if I switch again, it will sell instead. Whoa, I know, it's cool. So yeah, this plugin. It's really useful for survival, skyblock, factions, all those kind of servers. Extremely useful. I can imagine it being used as a donator perk and anything else. So I'm gonna end this plugin review here. I hope you enjoyed this plugin review. If you have, make sure to smash that like button. Yeah, I would very much appreciate it. So make sure and do that. Another thing is that we're slowly making our way to 100 subscribers. I know. Wow. So if you like my videos and you want to see more, you might as well subscribe, because then you can check out the rest of the videos, so older ones, and you can be updated for all the new videos that I intend to post, because don't worry, there's a lot more coming. Finally, I'm still open to suggestions for other plugins to review. I'm standing still. I probably shouldn't. So if you have any plugins that you want me to review, please tell me, because I'm slowly running out of plugins to do. These are the creepers from the last plugin review. Make sure to check that out if you haven't seen it yet. It's very cool. And we're done. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!